Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. A gain of 3, second down. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Go, John. Ready?
Here's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
From the 50, here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
Here we go.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, 10. Right.
Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Williams. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Bears at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got this down to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Track it, 60. 7 Pirates. Set go.
Here's Williams. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
No mud. West right fifth. Hey, 551. Out. Right.
Fields now to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a yard.
Here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go. 11. Out.
Here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yep. Up, let's go. Right.
Now it's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
On the set. 18, pioneer.
On play action, here's Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw, it's Williams. It's caught. Cooper. Down the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Let's go now.
To throw, Williams. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check go.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here we go. Right.
A quick throw complete to Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Now Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Jones on the return. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
18, run. Here we go. Check.
44-yard line.
Check.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brings up 3rd down
19 tight. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Easy. Here we go.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards that time for number 14. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Chips there. Press right.
Out of the gun, Fields. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go. Go.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
EQ. Right.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, 10.
Fields. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
You got it. Here we go. Good.
Fields now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Kick over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the jump. Come on.
Slot man moves right. A handoff, Swift running to the left. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Here we go. Shot.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go.
Williams going to look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
They went with their popular RPO on that play, and what they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that can result. He went a long way before they caught him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a toss for Swift left side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Grock1 80. Grock1 18.
To throw, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To the air, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
EQ. Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. All right.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
No muss, no muss. Right.
Now it's Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, 551, 551, go.
Fields throwing again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, Spike. Up, 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 up. 11, 11, 11. Up, 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 up. Right.
They snap it to Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
18, Raptor, 18.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the action...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing again here, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go. Good.
Fields. He's got this to Pickens. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Here we go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. Chicago. Rome Odunze, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. In motion goes the tight end. Williams going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Fields. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go, Sly.
To throw is Fields. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Lions. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
79 Bronco.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here we go. One straight. Hey, can. Go.
Fields now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Open man down the field, that's a Dunze. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Still fighting for more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
One last throw here for Fields. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the...
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa.